Insomnia and I have a contentious relationship. See, we've known each other ever since I was maybe, 14? And never really had a good pattern of rest since then. And it probably started out as a hormonal change. But I've never been able to get a hold of those peaceful and restful nights, always sleeping out of pure exhaustion. Even when I do sleep 5 to 8 hours, it's interrupted by constant waking up or night terrors sometimes. And I know why it happens. It's not mainly due to the blue light, even though I sometimes fall victim to burning my retinas with a blindly bright screen at hours I'm not supposed to, which is why I tint these videos the color that I do. It's not completely due to eating food late in the day. For me, my issues with sleeping are due to stress. My days pretty much look like this. Wake up, cry, go to campus, come back, take a short nap if I can, draw deep into the night, don't sleep because I'm anxious, crash 2 hours before I have to get up and do it again and again, till I want to aim a demo time when I made with a red dot to my head.
We slipping on semen.
For as long as I can remember, I've always been an anxious kid. From being nervous about raising my hand in class to being extra worried I was going to be late for school if I wasn't 25 minutes early. When I look on it back then, I think it used to help me be efficient and stay out of trouble. Kept me a good kid. But as I grew, so did that anxiety. And those added pressures that everyone goes through, what they want to be in their life, or not wanting to disappoint the people they care about, multiplied in scale inside my head, becoming increasingly crippling. Long nights of worrying about things outside of my control, and just my mind running crazy with negative thoughts in general. I used to have them ASMR videos, and no, not the ones you're thinking of, you youngin'. I'm talking about the rain and forest noises, not mommy ASMR number 57.
You look lonely. I can fix that.
From my experience, the issue with sleep deprivation is that it seeps into every other aspect of your life. See, the human body needs sleep, and when it doesn't get it, it starts to deteriorate. But there's the question of how insomnia actually works. Speaking of questions, I'm going to do a Q&A soon, so leave your questions down below and subscribe before I kick. Apparently, from my limited research, how insomnia works is that you kind of enter in a hyperarousal state because your HPA, or hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, increases the production of cortisol in your bloodstream by releasing adrenocorticotropic hormones. Man, I'm not a doctor. In essence, your brain goes,
That's pain. Suffering. Destruction.
I looked up the side effects of sleep deprivation, and let me see how many of these I have. Problems focusing. Yeah, I got the increased feeling of anxiousness and irritability. Memory loss. Yeah, that's me. Can also lead to heart problems too. Yes. I'm gonna die at 50. If I'm 100% honest, there was a time where I was scared to go to sleep. I had nightmares every night for about 4 months. At one point, they got so vivid, my brain started imagining the pain while I was dreaming. And these were some wild dreams that I still remember even after a couple years. They'd be hard to forget. They were like those falling to the ground dreams, but way worse. I think part of me is comfortable with this lifestyle, even though I know it's not healthy. Subconsciously, I justify the lack of sleep by attributing the fact that I can be efficient in making videos like this with less sleep, even though I'm getting these things done in spite of it, not because of it. So to not end up like me, make sure you find good outlets for stress. If your job is causing you stress or you have trauma, you may have to get those resolved a little bit before you can sleep comfortably. Or you could just be rich. Speaking of being rich, I started a Patreon if you want to support the channel. I may need a new drawing tablet. These videos take a lot out of me. Please.